Hello, my viewers. You are welcome to this channel. I am Osas, the author of this channel, and in this lesson, we're going to continue from where we stopped in my last video. You recall that in my last video, I did say that we are going to complete all the sections of quadratic equation. In my last two videos, we solved this general quadratic equation using completing the square method, and we arrive at this formula: s equals to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2b. This was the formula we arrived at using the completing the square method, and in my last video we demonstrated that technique of completing the square method. That is, we used the completing the square method to solve this equation. And when we concluded that video, I did say that we are going to use this formula that we got from the completing the square method to also solve this same question, and then we compare our answers. So today we are doing just that. So if you are new to this channel, do us the honor to subscribe to this channel. And if you are returning viewers, thank you for supporting us on this one. Some of my friends also complained that they had the intention to travel to the United States to study, but they are afraid of passing the SAT exams. Some even complain that they would have loved to travel for that north, that's to Canada, to study, but they are afraid of IELTS. So if these are your challenges and you are hearing my voice now, then you don't have any problem, because with time we will be inviting seasoned English speakers, tutors who have done exceedingly well in preparing students for these professional exams, to join us in this channel. Of course, we will be taking up the SAT exam squarely. So the channel is absolutely free. The only thing you are paying is to subscribe and share, so that those who need these resources will benefit from this channel. So back to the question on hand. We're solving 3r squared equals to 8r plus 4. Most students will make the mistake of quickly rushing to this equation and pick their values for a, b, and c. You remember, this equation is expressed in terms of a, b, and c. So you are expected to pick values for these a, b, and c, these variables, put them into this formula, then simplify to get the value of x. But the idea still remains the same. You must equate everything to 0, as we have seen earlier. Look at the equation that gave rise to this formula. Everything is equated to 0. So before you pick your a, b, and c, it must be equated to 0. Recall that your a is the coefficient of the squared variable, b is the coefficient of the variable itself, while c is the constant. So having equated everything to 0, then you are now set to pick your values for a, b, and c. This is exactly what I mean. Now, if you equate everything to 0, you are going to have 3r squared minus 8r minus 4 equals to 0. It is at this stage you pick your a, b, and c. The coefficient of r squared here is your 3, so your a will be equals to 3. The coefficient of r here is minus 8, so your b will be minus 8. The constant term here is minus 4, so your c will be minus 4. Don't quickly throw away these negative signs. If you do, you will start wrongly. Now, r will be equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That is the formula. The formula is now expressed in r because the quadratic equation you're solving is expressed in r. So r will be equal to this formula, and we have values for a, b, and c. So substitute these values here and then simplify. What will you have? R equals to this. So you're having minus minus. You're having minus 8 squared. You're having minus times minus 4. All over 2 times a. A is 3. That's why you're having this. Now if you proceed, you are having r to be equals to 8 plus or minus 64 plus 48 all over 6. 64 is coming from the square of minus 8. Simplify this, you get 48. 2 times 3 will give you 6. Fine. Now, having done that, you will have arrow to be equals to 8 plus or minus square root of 112. 64 plus 48 is this 112. This 6 is still here. Now, 112 is not a perfect square, so you use calculator to find its square root. And when you take its square root, you will have this. Arrow will be equals to 8 plus or minus all over 6. So at this stage, you split up because of this plus or minus sign. You can take the positive sign first, evaluate that and get value for arrow, then come back and take the negative sign, evaluate that and get the second value for arrow. What do I mean? Just to watch. Yes, either r will be equals to 8 plus 10 plus 5, 83 over 6, because the square root of 112 is this. In which case, r will be equals to 18 plus 18.583 over 6, and that will give us r as 3.097. Or we now take the negative part, r will be equals to 8 minus 10.583 all over 6, and in which case r will be minus 2.583 over 6, and r will be equals to minus 0.4305. So you discover that these were the same answers we got when we used the completing the square method. If you have not watched those two videos, I encourage you to go back to those videos and watch them so that you get the complete lesson. Thank you very much. Once again, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do us the honor to subscribe and share this video. Subsequently, we will be listening to English language courses from a non-native user. We will be employing or inviting professionals to join us in this channel. Thank you very much. Hope to see you in my next video.